This event has been very important, and the reason is that it's brought together many different disciplines who are involved in vaccines. And as I mentioned in my introductory course, this new term called vaccinology encompasses social science, it encompasses immunology, it encompasses drug delivery and regulation, a massive spectrum of human health provision. And we have to work together. And one of the things this conference has shown, this diversity of disciplines, is that actually we are doing lots of things, lots of similar things in different groups. And I think everybody now is beginning to be aware that we can coordinate and we can do things together. Academies, I think, are and will be ascendingly very important advocates of vaccines. We know scientifically and medically that vaccines have saved millions and millions of lives. And we know that the EU particularly is very concerned that we now begin to see breakthrough of infections that we thought were being conquered, such as measles, which is the big one, of course, at the moment. The reason for that is turning out to be multifactorial. It is not just one thing, but the surrogate marker of the beginnings of falls in acceptance of vaccines, particularly in the childhood vaccination protocols, is very apparent now. And we have to work out why that is happening. It's called vaccine complacency. People forget about diphtheria and whooping cough because it's largely been diminished, well, it's been seriously diminished, the incidence, by vaccination. And we must remind people that these are serious diseases which can be mortal for children. So academies can bring a whole range of these disciplines which are important. And again, that goes from epidemiology of infection, and it goes from immunology to the understanding of how these diseases actually work. We now know as well as a concept of vaccines being important throughout a whole lifespan, not just childhood vaccines. We know because of HPV vaccine that for the first time we can vaccinate against a human cancer, and this is working well. We know that there are other new vaccines which need to be developed. EBV vaccine, Epstein-Barr virus, which is another cause of cancer, B-cell lymphoma. We know that adjuvants are needed to increase the immunogenicity of vaccines. Academies of medicine can incorporate all of that field, from the epidemiology and the social science through to the immunology of vaccines and immunology of disease. So I think academies can actually be a great help to the EU in giving advice and to healthcare systems.